Hey guys, it's Kaylin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. We are going to be using our bands today. So if you've never used a band in Pilates, so much great things we can do, lots of resistance and strength work, and it just adds that little bit of extra to your mat workout. So you can always do all of these exercises without a band. So if you don't have one, no worries. But if you do, I encourage you to grab it. And if you don't have one or are interested in getting one, I'll go ahead and link to one below, and that you can get, because I definitely encourage you to have one of these. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna stay in a standing position. So we have our feet in that parallel stance, just hip width apart. And we're gonna bring the arms so they're holding the band, but just a little bit wider than the shoulders, okay? So we want a little bit of tension in the band, not too much, but enough that we can feel some engagement in the back of our body, right? Our upper back area. All right, so sliding the shoulders down. Let's do some inhales and exhales as the arms lift. So let's go ahead and inhale those arms up to the ceiling, and then exhale lower. And again, inhale, deep breath in, and exhale lower. Let's do 3 more. 3. Last 2. Try to keep those shoulders down if you can. Last one, lift the arms up. Let's start to reach overhead, over to the side. Feeling that side stretch. Come up through center. Let's go ahead and come over to the other side. Good, and lift, and over. Good, lift, and over. All right, we're gonna add on a little bit to that. So I want you to widen your hands on the band just a little bit. And we're gonna come over to the side, to our side bend, and then pull that right arm down. Feel that contraction in your right obliques. And then you come back up through center, over to the other side. Left arm pulls down. So that other arm is staying exactly where it is. So you feel that work in that left, on that arm that's pulling down in the back of that shoulder area and in your obliques. Good, lift and over. Good, 1 more each side. Last one. All right, so now bringing the hands just a little bit back closer, right? So again, just wider than shoulder distance. Now I want you to go ahead and bring those arms up to the ceiling. You're gonna pull the band apart as you pull the shoulders and the elbows down, and then lift back up. So we're pulling down, squeezing those shoulder blades, and then bring it back up. So it starts to activate the upper mid back. Also starts to stretch the front of the chest and the front of the shoulders here. So if you tend to round forward in the shoulders, this should feel good as you start to open up. Good, let's do 2. Last one. Good, lifting all the way back up. All right, we're gonna do a little circular motion with the body, get a little bit more movement and flow in our spine. So what you wanna do here is, again, have the arms a little bit wider than shoulder distance. We're gonna bring the arms up to the ceiling, bend your knees a little bit. And you can start to come over to the left and then round forward over the legs, over to the right, and then we lift back up. So just keep that circle going, that beautiful circular movement with the upper body. Just make this feel good. Try not to hold any tension anywhere. Okay, let's do 1 more this direction. And let's go ahead and reverse that. So coming over to the right, coming down, around, and up. Good, over, down, around, and lift. Good, 2 more. Waking up that spine, and all the way back up. All right, let's place the band now underneath the feet. So we're gonna do a little standing roll down. So kind of flatten your band, have your legs again hip distance apart. And this time, with both hands on the band, you want to feel that there's a little bit of tension when you're up here in this standing position. And what that does is it helps slide the shoulders down the back. So you should feel that. There's this really nice feeling of shoulders pulling down as the spine grows tall. So go ahead and take your inhale here. Exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, start to roll down through the spine. And then eventually your band will loosen, that's okay. And then we start to roll it back up. As you come up, that band will get some tension, and then we lift the head last. And we do that again. Chin to chest, round forward. Belly pulls back as the arms and the head sink down. Good. And then roll it back up. Stacking to lift, shoulders down. Last one, chin to chest, round it forward. Good. Maybe shake the head a little bit to release any tension in the neck. And then roll it back up, stacking, lifting, and lengthening. Awesome. All right. We're gonna warm up those arms a little bit more. So keeping the arms down by your sides, you might wanna loosen up that tension a little bit. We're gonna do some bicep curls. So core's pulling in, shoulders down. We're gonna start to bend those elbows, hands come towards the shoulders and reach long. So we bend and reach, bend, that's it. So resistance bands are so great for so many different things, right? You don't have to use it just for Pilates, but I love using it in here. It adds some nice resistance and opposition, and really makes the exercises, I feel a lot better in the body too. Last two, good. Last one. All right, we're gonna do some shoulder raises. So lengthen your straps out even more, or your band. All right, and arms are gonna come out to a T. We're gonna do shoulder raises to the side and then to the front. So you're gonna lift the arms out to the side, lower, and then bring them forward. Lift, lower. Good, going out and lower, forward and lower. So as you're doing this, right, are your shoulders lifting way up by your ears? If they are, try to pull them down and back. Good, lift forward and lower. Two more sets, lift, lower, good, forward and lower. Last set, lift, good, and forward, awesome. All right, now you're gonna cross your straps. So the opposite is in each hand. Now, gonna bring your elbows by your sides, and we're gonna open those arms out to the sides and back together. So we open and together. So elbows stay close to the sides. This is great for that rotator cuff. Good, open and together. Good, let's do 4, 3, you got it, 2, and 1. All right, and then release those down. Go ahead and separate the band and go ahead and take it out from underneath the feet. All right, we've got just 2 more standing exercises before we come down to the mat. So we're gonna move on to our squats. So we're gonna find that parallel stance. I'm gonna face to the side. You're still gonna be holding your band, again, a little wider than shoulder distance apart. So as you start to do those squats, you sink the hips back, send the arms forward, and then lift back up. When you bring your arms back, press the band into the thighs, feel the backs of the arms. Okay, so arms come forward, and then you lift and press back. Good, arms forward and lift. Good, forward and lift, that's it. Warming up those legs. Last 3, 2, last 1. Good, lift, lower it down, hold it. Little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it all the way back up. Okay, so wide legs, toes turned out. All right, so we're gonna do a wide turned out squat here. So with this one, we're gonna pull the band out to the side as we lower down. Okay, actually let's do this. Let's bring the band up to chest height, and then we'll pull it back as we lower, okay? So start to bend those knees, pull that band apart, and lift. Good, pull and lift, you got it. Good, squeeze those shoulders as you pull back. That's it. Let's do 5, 4, keep those knees tracking in line with the toes. Last 2. Good, last one, hold the arms, hold the legs, pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, you're doing awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way back up. All right, drop your band. We're gonna come down to the mat in a second. I just want you to bend your knees, bring your hands onto your thighs, and just start to twist a little bit side to side. So bringing that upper body over across to that other leg. Good, and twist. That's it. And twist. One more on this side. Good, and then come all the way back up. All right, so now we're gonna come down to the mat. So I want you to go ahead and cross your ankles. See if you can try slowly lowering yourself down. Bring your genie arms out in front of you, and you're gonna start to bend your knees out to the sides as you slowly lower yourself down, and then let yourself come all the way down. All right, so we're gonna come onto our back, set ourselves up for some bridging. Make sure you have your band either already in your hands, or go ahead and grab it once you lay down. So we're gonna add a little bridging, a little arm work to our bridges as well here. So you're gonna bring your arms up towards the ceiling, holding that band above the shoulders. Now your feet are close to your body, your knees are in parallel, and your legs, shoulders are down. I want you to start to take your inhale here. On your exhale, you're gonna start to roll through your spine. At the same time, you're pressing the band down into your thighs. You should feel the back of the arms as you press. And then as you roll back down, you're lifting the arms. And then we're back to start. And we do that again. Roll up, press down, lift. Good, and bring it back down. All right, roll it up, press it down. So not only are we getting some upper body, back of the arm work here, but you're also getting a little bit extra work in the glutes, because the glutes have to now press against the resistance of the band. Good, and lower. Let's do 2 more. 2. Last one, lift and hold. Good, keep the hips high. Just pulse the arms down. So nice straight arms are pulsing. That's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we roll the hips down as the arms lift. All right, again, take your inhale here. This time with a flat back, you're gonna lift the hips up, hold the hips here. All right, now arms and hips are gonna move at the same time. So we're gonna pull that band apart as we bend the elbows up to the sides, lower the hips halfway, press it back up. So we open, expand the band, and lift. Good, open and lift, that's it. Pull it apart and lift. Now we've got, again, glutes and back of the arms, upper back. We've got 3, 2, last one. Go, keep the arms straight now. As you lower those hips halfway, you pull the band apart so the arms come straight out to the sides, and then we come back up. So we open and lift. Good, open and lift. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the arms here and then roll it down all the way through your spine. Good, coming all the way. All right, let's go ahead and bring ourselves up to a seated position. So go ahead and rock yourself up. We're gonna do our seated half rollbacks with the band, okay? So you're gonna go ahead and bend your knees, bring your feet onto the mat. Now, the arms are gonna come straight out in front of you, and we're gonna hold the band tight, shoulders down. We're gonna take our inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and come halfway back. Good, and then scoop the belly to come up and lift. Good, we do that again. Come halfway. Good, and lift. That's it, let's do 4 more. 4. Good, last 3, finding that C curve as we come back. Last 2. Awesome, and last one. Good, coming all the way up. All right, now keeping the band one in each hand, you're gonna then wrap the band around the feet, okay? So from here, we're gonna bring the arms straight forward in front of the shoulders. Now I want you to scoop the belly as you come back into your C curve and hold it here. So we're gonna bend the elbows for biceps and bring them back forward. So we bend and straighten. Try to keep the elbows high, almost at the height of the shoulders, not down by your sides. It's more challenging this way. Let's do 4. You got it. Last 3, 2, last 1. Good. Hold the arms straight and then roll through your spine to lift up. All right, so now bring your arms wide to the sides. We're gonna add a little rotation. Arms stay straight. We're gonna scoop the belly as we roll down. Hold here in your C curve, and then you start to rotate to your left. Arms and upper body come with you. Rotate to your right. So your arms, your torso, your spine, and your head are all moving in that same direction. Good, and twist. So this is why having this band is really nice. It gives you that resistance, kind of helps with this movement more so than if you were doing with it without a band. Let's do one more set. Good. Good, bring the arms forward, scoop the belly, come all the way up. All right, keep the band on the feet, but straighten the legs. I'm gonna adjust my band. All right, we're gonna do a wide chest expansion. So arms are gonna come out to the sides. All right, shoulders down and back. Now, they're coming out at a diagonal, the arms, as you pull the arms back behind you, your spine staying lifted. So it's just the arms that are moving. Now, if this is too hard to do with straight legs, go ahead and bend those knees. That's perfectly fine, because we want to make sure that your spine is staying nice and tall, not rounding in that lower back. Good, let's do 4. You got it, 3. Last 2. Last one, pull back, hold, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, bring those arms forward. I was feeling that for sure. All right, so cross your straps again. We're gonna do some wide rows. So what that means is, again, spine tall. Your elbows are gonna come out to the sides as you pull the shoulder blades together, and then we bring them back forward. So we pull, squeeze, and back forward. That's it. Pull, squeeze. Really feel that upper back here. These are great postural muscles to work on. Good. Let's do 2 more. 2. And last 1. All right. Narrow elbows now. So this time elbows are going to stay close to your sides. As again, you squeeze the shoulders and pull together and then release forward. Good. Squeeze and release. Good. Squeeze and release. Good. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. All right, uncross the straps. We're gonna use this band to do some full roll-ups. So, spine will start, actually let's start with the spine rounded. So when you round the spine, the arms are gonna come out to the side. So this is how when you come forward, and when you roll back up, you're gonna bring the arms out to the sides as you round forward. Now, you're gonna straighten the arms as you start to scoop and roll back. So coming one bone at a time all the way down. Let the head rest. And then we come chin to chest, round forward, press the arms out to the sides as you round over the legs. And then we bring the arms forward, keeping that tension in the band the whole time as you roll down. And then roll it back up. Again, this is one of those exercises that with the band just feels so nice to have that extra resistance. You really can press into that band, and your abs you can get almost to work a little bit more because you have something to pull against. Okay, let's do 1 more, coming all the way down. And we're gonna stay down here on the mat. All right, bend your knees, take your feet out of your band. And go ahead to come to lay on your back. All right, we're gonna do some of our abdominal work here on the mat. So we're gonna bring our legs to tabletop. We still got the band in our hands. And so we have our shins parallel with the floor, and the band again is right above the shoulders. So already we're engaging our core to find that stability and strength here. Now, on your exhale, you're gonna lift up, press the band down into the top of the legs. I'm gonna lose a little bit of the resistance here as you press the arms down to the floor, and then you lower the head down, lift the arms up. Yes, you might need to play around with how strong you have that resistance on your band. Good, press down, because I really want you to feel the back of the arms here as well as the abdominals. Good, exhale, lift. You got it. Good, let's do 4. And 3. Last 2. And last one, lift. Good, hold here, little presses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way down. All right, bring your feet to the floor for just a second. We're gonna do our single leg stretch here. So when you're ready, bring the legs back to tabletop. As you lift up into your ab curl, you're gonna press the band to the right leg as the left leg reaches long. Then we lower, bring it down, switch legs. Lift, reach, and lower. Good, lift, reach. So you're really, again, using the backs of the arms to press that band down. Keep that chin in tabletop. Good, reach. Good, let's do one more each side. Last one. Good, and lower. All right, bring the knees into the chest. We're gonna do our double leg stretch. So legs back in tabletop. All right, so we start lifted into our ab curl as the arms press down, right? And then we inhale, arms and legs reach out apart. Exhale, bring it back. So we're trying to keep the abdominals and the head, neck, and chest lifted here throughout. If you need to bring it down, go ahead. Good, and press. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one, reach and press. Go ahead and lower everything down. Bring your knees into your chest. Just go ahead and rock just a little bit side to side. All right, we're gonna start with, or move on to a little bit of a hamstring stretch before we move on to some other exercises with the foot in the band. So go ahead and bring that right foot into the band, and you're gonna choke up enough on the tension so that you can get some nice resistance and be able to reach your foot into the band and then pull that leg towards you, so you're finding that hamstring stretch. Keep your elbows and your upper arms on the mat, okay? So your shoulders are down, everything else is nice and relaxed. If you wanna send that left leg to the floor, go ahead. And just with each exhale, see if you can pull that leg a little bit closer to you. All right, we're gonna start into single leg circles. So we're gonna go ahead and move the leg across the body, come down out to the side and lift. Good, so keep that moving. Again, upper body stays nice and still. With the band, oh, I love these circles with the band. These are hard for me without the band. I love that I can get more range and motion. Hold the circle here, I'm sorry, hold the leg here. Go ahead and reverse your circle. Out, around, and lift. Good, out, around, and lift. So keeping that pelvis steady. 2, as well as that other leg. Let's do 2 more in this direction. Last one, you got it. All right, so I want you to now separate, or make sure you have one band in each hand, and I want you to bend that left knee again if you straightened it. Now we're gonna do what's called a single leg teaser. So we're gonna roll up. So how we're gonna do that is we're gonna take our inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna bring your chin towards your chest, start to roll through your spine. Once you get to the top, Squeeze those shoulders together. Good. Now on your next exhale, you're gonna straighten the arms a little bit to come halfway down, just halfway, and then you're gonna pull back up, pull those shoulders together. Good, and then we lower halfway, and then we lift, squeeze. So try to make that lift come from your core and not from using your upper body to pull you up. Okay, let's do 2 more. 2. Last one. Good, now we roll all the way down. This time the leg can come up with you. With control, we bring it back down. All right, let's bring the straps both to your right hand. Bring that right leg out to the side for a nice inner thigh stretch. You can let your elbow come down to the floor. Good, one more breath here. All right, go ahead and come with your leg back up and then over to the other side. So you can straighten that left leg and then cross that right leg over. Feel that IT band or glute muscle. Good, and then go ahead and bring it back to center. And now we have to do all of that on the other side. So lift your left foot up, place it next to your right, take that right leg out. Start with your elbows by your sides as you start to pull that leg in towards your body. Like that nice hamstring stretch. Heel reaching towards the ceiling. All right, moving into our circle. So right leg can reach long along the floor. We're gonna start to bring that left leg across the body, down, around, and lift. Good, so across, down, out, and lift. Good, across, and lift. 2 more. Good, use your breath to pull that leg up. Good, and then we go out to the side, down, around, and center. Good, out, down, around, and center. Good, 3 more. 3, 2, last one, and lift. Okay, moving into those single leg teasers. So we're gonna bend the right knee, place the foot on the mat. Arms are straight to start. Take an inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna start to roll through your spine as you come up, squeeze the shoulders, elbows come out to the sides. Then we exhale, lower halfway, and then we lift back up. Chest nice and proud here. Good, and lower. So you're trying to come to that beautiful long flat back at the top. Let's do 2 more. 2. Last one, lift and lower. Good, lower all the way down this time with control. And this time we bring that left leg out to the left as we find that inner thigh stretch. Try to keep that opposite hip as much as you can down onto the mat. Let's bring it up to center. Straighten your right leg, bring the leg across the body. And you're trying to pull that leg up towards you. You're gonna find the most of the stretch that way. And then go ahead and bring it back to center. Good. Go ahead and take the feet out of the band for just a second. Bring your feet onto the mat and just windshield wiper the knees just a little bit side to side. All right, grabbing your band again, go ahead and place now both feet into the band. Okay, so legs are gonna be together and your elbows again are gonna be right here down by your sides. All right, so get enough resistance. We're gonna start to lower those legs down towards the mat. They do not have to touch the floor. Wanna make sure that your low back is not arching away from the mat. So as you inhale, you're gonna reach those legs long. Exhale, we lift back up. Inhale to reach. Good, Good, exhale, lift. If you wanna add an ab curl, come up lifted into your ab curl as you lower and lift. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Let's do 3 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. And lift. All right, lower the head down. We're gonna do a double leg teaser. So a teaser that we did with the single leg where we rolled up, pulled those elbows up to the sides. We're gonna do that here, a little more challenging with both legs. So we'll do this with control. So with the arms straight first, take an inhale. On your exhale, start to roll up. Good, then start to pull the elbows up to the side as you lift your heart and chest. And then we lower back down all the way this time. Good, inhale here at the bottom. Exhale, chin to chest, lift up. If you need to bend your knees here at the top, please do. Whoops, just make sure not to lower them all the way down. Good, and then we lower it down. Good, again, we lift up, we squeeze, and reach, and lower. We've got one more, lift up. Good, squeeze, and lower with control. Let's come all the way back down. Bend your knees in, awesome. Take that off of your feet. Woo. Go ahead and roll yourself up to, this time, a kneeling position. So we're gonna be here with the band right behind our rib cage. So you can also do this on a chair, right? So if you wanna sit on a chair, if that's more comfortable for your knees, feel free to do that. All right, so with the band here, we've got one band in each hand, right? It's right kind of under my armpit area, nice and wide. Now, shoulders down. I want you to start to reach the arms forward, but keep those shoulders down, right? We're not doing this. Shoulders down and then bend as they come back in. Good, reach forward and bend. So you're feeling like you're pressing those arms forward with the back of your body and the back of your arm, right? This is not a chest exercise. Good, and in. 3 more. 3, 2, that's it. Last one, keep the arms long. Now you're gonna open the arms out to the sides, bring it back to center. Good, and again, we open and center. So palms are up here. Again, keeping that collarbone wide, shoulders down. Let's do 4. Last 3, 2, you got it. And last one. Good, and bend, awesome. All right, take the strap out from behind your back. Now, we're gonna do a little tricep press in our side bend position. So we're gonna bring your right hand down to the mat as we're gonna be reaching up and over to that right side. So that the left arm is gonna come up towards the ceiling, and you're gonna be in this beautiful opening position. You already feel a stretch in that left side. So keeping your elbow pointing up towards the ceiling, you bend that elbow, hand comes towards the top of the head, and then you press. So it's a bend and press. You're feeling that tricep here, and press, that's it. Good, bend and reach. Let's do 5, 4, keep your belly in so you're not arching your back. 3, you got it. 2, last one, lift, hold, little pulses up here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bend that elbow, come all the way up. We're gonna do all that on the other side. So let's go ahead and bring that right hand down, or left hand, but your left hand, my right hand. And then we're gonna find that same beautiful side bend here. All right, so bending that top elbow, and then we press it up, and then we bend. Good, press, reach, and bend. So there's an exercise on the reformer that we do that's pretty much just like this, where the carriage is moving. Get your hand into straps, or if you're familiar with that, you probably know this one. Good, let's do 4. Good, last 3. Keep those shoulders down if you can. 2. Good, last one, bring it up, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring that arm down. Shake those shoulders out, roll them around. All right, we are now gonna come to a side lying position to work our legs in our side leg series. All right, so we're gonna bring the band onto your left leg. All right, make sure you've got pretty much even amount of band on each side of your foot. I'm sorry, you're gonna put on your left foot, not your leg. And then you're gonna go ahead and come down onto your side, onto that left side, no, right side, your right side. And you're gonna straighten that leg so it's really reaching out of your hip, okay? So from your pelvis all the way down to all the way up to your elbow is nice and straight along the mat. That bottom leg can be bent or straight, okay? So legs are reaching towards that front right corner or front corner of your mat. And then you're just gonna start to lift and lower this top leg. So now you have this nice resistance to reach into. So as you're lifting and lowering, you're keeping that pelvis facing straight forward. This is a great exercise for the outer hip and glutes. Good, lift, and just for the leg overall. Reach. Good, last 2. You got it. Last 1, lift. All right, now keep it at hip height. We're gonna do a nice easy circle forward. So think a small circle, not the big ones today. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. We reverse. Good. 9, 8, 7. Try to stay still everywhere else. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna do our front and back kicks. So bring the leg up to hip height, flex through that ankle. We kick it forward, you're gonna lose a little tension in your band, that's okay. And then we pull back, squeeze that hamstring and glute. So kick forward and pull back. Yes, forward and back. So this one is tricky. You gotta keep that pelvis still. We don't want any shifting in that lower back. Good, kick forward and back. Let's do 3 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good, bring it back. All right, we're gonna bend your knees. You might have to sit up a little bit. We're gonna place that band now to the outer part of the upper legs. So you're gonna wrap it around. It's gonna come forward in front of you. And you're gonna keep your knees bent. Hold tension in your band here and have your feet together. This is for our clamming exercise. So we're gonna lift that top leg and lower. Lift and lower. So we've done these clams quite a few times before, but it takes on a different feeling with the band because you've got that resistance to push into. So you really feel that glute, especially here. Good. Let's do 5, 4, last 3, you got it, 2, and 1, lift and hold it, little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it all the way down. All right, we are gonna do all that on the other side. So let's go ahead and come on up. No fancy transitions here with this one. We're just gonna flip on over, place it onto the bottom of that other foot, and then come all the way down. So you're setting up this onto your left side now. Again, bottom leg is straight or bent. Belly's pulling in the whole time, so don't forget that part. Toes and knees forward, and then start to lift and lower that top leg. Good, lift and lower. Good, so no rotation in that leg, so it's staying in parallel. Good, and lower. Let's do 5, 4, Last 3, you got it. Last 2, almost there. Last 1, good. Bring it back to hip height, little circles. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We reversed. 8, 7, 6. Find that stability. 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower that leg down for just a second. All right, we're going to move into those front and back kicks. So leg comes up to hip height, and then we kick that leg forward. Good. Pull back. Good. Kick forward and back. So with the band in your hand, you're not able to put your hand onto the top of your hip, but you want to make sure that that top hip is not tipping forward and back, but staying nice and still. Let's do 2 more. 2. Last 1 and back. All right, moving on to those clams. So wrapping that band around the thighs, coming back down to your side. Bring those legs together, feet stay together. Let me start to lift and lower that top leg. Good, lift, lower. It doesn't matter necessarily how high you go, right? We all have different range. It's just that you can keep your pelvis in that neutral position as you open and close that leg. Let's do 3. Last 2. Last one, lift and hold little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm feeling the burn. Last 2, 1, and then lower it all the way down. All right, you're almost done. I want you to go ahead and flip right over onto your belly, and you're gonna have the band still in your hands here. So as you can see, with all these different exercises we've done, the band is just so versatile. There's so much we can do. I just love, this is probably one of my favorite props to use. So let's go ahead and bring the legs straight. Arms are gonna come forward here. Actually, let's not do that. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders. Okay, so hands are gonna come to the shoulders with the band still, the hands right on the band still, okay? So forehead is down, shoulders are down, the belly's pulling in. Now, when you start to lift up into your swan, your extension, right? So your legs are staying on the mat, belly's pulling in and up. We're gonna inhale as we lift. The hands come off the floor as the upper body lifts. You squeeze the shoulders down the back as you lift up, and then you lower back down. So again, pull the belly in, lift up, pull the elbows down as you squeeze the elbows together behind you, and then lower back down. So you're just getting that little extra connection in that upper back area. It's not a huge motion, right? So we're lifting up, good, elbows pull in, and then we lower. Let's do one more. Lift, good, pull in, and lower. Actually, let's do one more. We're gonna hold it. So lift up, hold, squeeze those elbows and shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, lower the spine all the way down. All right, so arms are gonna come forward now for Superman. So with Superman, again, belly in, legs long. This time the upper and the lower body lift together. So we start to lift up as the arms lift, legs lift. Pull that band apart a little bit here, and then we lower back down. Good, again, lift up, lengthen, and lower. If the band is too much, just drop that band. Good, and lower. Let's do 2 more. 2. And last one, lift. And lower, awesome. All right, we're gonna do one more thing. So we're gonna do our chicken wing arms, that's what I call them. So we're going to lift up into that Superman and hold it. So we're lifting up, hold here. Now we pull the elbows down by the sides as the band pulls towards your chest, and then we reach the arms back forward. Let's do that again. Pull down, squeeze, and reach. We just have 2 more. Pull down, squeeze, and reach. Elbows come to your sides, squeeze, and reach. And then we lower everything all the way down. All right, this time leave your band on the floor. Lift up. And we're gonna come into a child's pose, knees wide. Arms are gonna come forward. Take a few breaths here. A lot of times we can get into that lower back a little bit with those extension exercises. So that's why it's important to keep the core engaged, but also to come into a counter position after it. So here we have more of that flexed position in our lower back. All right, start to roll your spine all the way back up. Let's come to a nice, comfortable seat. Actually, before that, let's come to a butterfly shape with our legs. Let's just stretch out those legs just a little bit here. So, sitting up nice and tall, bring the soles of the feet together. Lift through your spine. Slide the shoulders down. Now we're gonna start to lean forward just a little bit, right? So to feel those inner thighs more, try to keep the spine straight as long as you can, and then we start to round the upper body. Just let the head relax, no tension in your neck. Feel that stretch in the lower back and the hips. I want you to take this time to stretch if you need more stretching, okay? So always good to find just a little bit more stretching at the end of your workouts, right? So I want to stay stiff. We want to make sure we're staying nice and mobile. So flexibility and mobility is super important. All right, so let's go ahead and now come to a comfortable seat. Good, shoulders are coming down. Spine is growing tall. Feel how you feel a little bit different. You feel that whole body is worked today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are looking for a little stretching routine right now, we'll go ahead and link to one over here. And if you enjoyed this Pilates with band workout, I am going to link to another one that I have here as well, which is awesome. And I have this link down below, so if you would like to purchase one for yourself or need a new one, go ahead and check that out. So thanks, guys, and I look forward to seeing you back here on the mat soon.